It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Muhammad Ali. The chip. So much hype surrounding this big match. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The straight right just misses. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
There's a counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. There's a scoring blow. Counter shot lands. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. He threw a punch and just got countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
And he scores with the counter. You would not want to be hit by this guy. Trust me. The perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter shot. How about that time counter shot? So much for boxing. This is a fight. They exchange punches. Caution being thrown to the wind. Nope, that uppercut does not score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. On to the third. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot. Jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter counter punch caught him clean. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Let's go with that right uppercut. Holding nothing back here in the round. Good counter punching. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that not...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Nice counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Tyson Fury, and down goes Fury.
I've seen many shots like that. A simple short shot. Put the fighter down.
Let's talk about Fury in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least... Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they trying to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Catch and shoot. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. Stamina is off the charts. Well done with that counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swing and a miss with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. He is down big time. And there's the bell for round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good counter punch. The The courage on display here is incredible. Those counter punches have to hurt. Looking to land the hook. Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't look good. Body language is bad. He could go down.
They...
On their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round. On to the 6th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Counter shot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. And forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Punch, counter punch. Seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about work.
Nice counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is great. There's the bell to start round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That jab won't score. The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
We need to turn this around halfway through.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's time for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Fury just got... They're looking really close at this cut. Will the fight continue? So apparently the referee deems it's not that serious. And this fight moves on. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
What quick sleep.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about fury in that last round. And they're back at it again here in round 8. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Look at his corner.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. And Tyson Fury just got clipped. Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. And boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham.
And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for... And yes, he is the chip.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of...
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You couldn't buy a seat in this place. All right. You'd be very lucky if you're ringside, but you know what? Watch it from home. You've got everything on a plate.
Thousands of... These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. And follow with a straight right hand. They exchange punches. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Counter-punching. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Just misses right uppercut. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Tried to score with a jab. Straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. From this moment on to the second round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? Beautiful counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble.
His legs have gone, he's got to get her hands up. It's survival instincts now, get him up.
It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, we're in. On to the third. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. He threw a punch and just got countered. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Defense there on the left uppercut. Both men step back for just a moment. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A perfect counter lands. Right uppercut can't find a home. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. And he whooped. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Ali in that last round. And a round that seemed like an...
I need you to focus on that.
There's the bell for round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to put you off.
Good-looking hook, but it was blocked. Nice counter shot. Straight right, just misses. That hook doesn't score. Those counter punches have to hurt. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about what?
That punch scores. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Beautiful counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst, boom, In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Incredible work rate. Well done with that counter shot. Caution being thrown to the wind. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ali and that. Let's start the 6th. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? He missed with that jab. Got out of the way of that right hook. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali and that. Here we go. It's round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They are going to surrender. No mas. So they will throw in the towel. The corner has... We welcome you to Cambrian Hall. When you think class, this is the place to be. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tale of the tape. Rocky Marciano. He's only 5 foot 10 inches tall with a reach of 68 inches. And he'll be facing Vladimir Klitschko. He's a big 198. He is Rocky Marciano, the Brockton brawler himself. One of the greatest fighters of all time. A sparkling record and one of the best to ever do it. Making his way to the ring, it is Vladimir Klitschko. The 1996 Olympic gold medalist makes his way to the ring. If you were to sculpt your perfect heavyweight champion, this might be what he looks like.
The reach, how on earth are they going to get through that jab?
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, here is a Hall of Fame legend from Brockton, Massachusetts, a Ring Magazine world champion, and an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the Brockton blockbuster, Rocky Marciano. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Kyiv, Ukraine, here is the Olympic gold medalist, the longtime unified heavyweight champion of the world, known as Dr. Steelhammer, Vladimir Klitschko.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Beautiful counter shot. Good defense there on the left uppercut. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You are fighting the swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
These punches coming from every angle. Do you believe what we're seeing? If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance.
And there's the bell for round 2. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nope, that hook won't score. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. This fight is all about distance for this man, and you can see he's using that length advantage.
Never gonna happen. If you've got a good jab, you've got a good reach. I know nobody could ever get past that jab.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good counter punching. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to...
There's the bell to start round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
These two were made for each other. Just avoids the left uppercut. Is he going to punch himself out, though? We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Did you see that? Marciano fighting to survive. He's never been knocked out. No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt. Klitschko in big trouble. Can he make his way out of it?
He's dazed. Where shall he look? What should he do? Should he run? Should he try and hold on?
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is in big trouble here. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Tried to score with a jab. Missing with the left hook. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Got his gloves up to block the left jab. Incredible work rate. Nice job blocking the hook. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye.
There's the bell to start round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just...
Oh my God, Johnny! He did not take that well at all, Klitschko. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Rocky Marciano, few have been better. One of the greatest of all time.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
His stamina is off the charts. Nice counter. That big hook doesn't land. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Can you believe this? Klitschko is down!
And what a shot. Was that a flash knockdown? He should get up from that. He's fresh enough. He can get up from that. Does he want to?
Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Can make up it.
This is the beginning of round 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
It's Rocky Marciano who hits a counterpunch. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Missing with that right hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking, because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Swing and a miss with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Klitschko in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
This is when you talk about champion.
Here comes round 7. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
And he blocks the left uppercut. Stamina is off the charts. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. And there's the bell for round 8. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
The straight right just misses. Big swing and a miss with the hook. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. One punch could end this fight. At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
He can't... Whoa, wait a minute! Klitschko is stumbling around. He's got to find himself here. Saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. I'm not sure about the...